Hey guys, in this lesson, I'm super excited because you and I are going to jam together. And here's how this works. We're going to play in the key of A minor, and we'll use our A minor pentatonic scale. So we're going to keep this really easy for us to do. The band is a track with bass and drums. So we're going to play along with that. And there is a PDF that you can download with this lesson that has all the chords and the pentatonic scale for you, as well as the progression, when to play the chords with all the repeats and so on. Basically, you and I together, once the band starts, we're going to play the chords together through the chord progression to get used to, where it repeats, when the progression ends, because once the progression ends, after us playing the progression together, then I'm going to play a guitar solo and you're going to continue with the chords. And that way you'll get used to maybe what I would do with the pentatonic scale. After that, we get to the end of the progression, we're going to switch. So you're now going to be the lead guitar player and I'll be the rhythm guitar player. Something also to be aware of is when you're playing with a band, we always want to make sure that the lead vocalist or the lead player, their volume is above the band volume so they can be heard really well. So if you're playing in an acoustic group where you don't have an audio engineer to mix the sound, sometimes as a rhythm guitar player, we want to be very conscious of our volume. We want to make sure we're not strumming too loud, or we want to make sure our volume's a little bit louder so we hear the vocalist or the lead guitar player where he should be heard, right out front. And then when we switch, of course, as a rhythm player, again, we're bringing our volume down so we can hear the lead guitar player or yourself when you're playing a lead, that we're not stepping on your solo. Okay, so with all that in mind, let's get started. So this is like a real scenario where we're playing with the group. We've got the bass and drums behind us, and we'll be playing rhythm guitar together. Then I'll take the lead, then we switch. You've got the lead for the rest of the tune. Let's have some fun, and here we go. And that's it. So I hope you had fun improvising and jamming on the track. Don't feel like you have to play all the stuff that I was playing when I was doing my solo, but just to give you an idea of some of the things that I was thinking about, because I have an electric guitar, I was able to bend some strings. And the notes that I find that are really good to bend when I'm playing my pentatonic scale is this one here at the 7th fret. So I'm bending it up a whole step. I'm basically bending it to match the pitch of the next pentatonic scale note. So that's how you would practice your bends. You want to match the next scale note. The note doesn't necessarily have to be right to that note. It could just be a shorter one. That sounds cool too, to go up like a little bit and drop it back. Or if you aren't playing an electric guitar, you can just slide or up to that same note. So that's almost the same idea as a bend or a half step. Sounds pretty cool as well, even though it doesn't belong to the scale, but it's actually part of what we call a blues scale when we play that note. The other note that sounds really good to bend is this 8th fret note and this one. So that's a good one, and also this one, which I don't think I bent when I was playing my solo. So those are all really good ones to bend. The other thing that I was doing was I was playing some notes pretty fast, and there was 2 tricks that I used in order to play the quick notes. One was just to alternate down and up strokes. To do that, I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm putting my fingers as a height gauge on my pick guard, and then what I do is I just really fast back and forth as though I'm coloring something in, and my pick just drops down to the height of the string as I'm letting my hand go back and forth. And that's how I'm getting it to go really fast. If you can do this, you can do this. And then all I'm doing is I'm just playing skill notes. Here's another trick to playing fast. I don't have to pick all my notes. I can pull or hammer onto notes. Pull off. So I'm just pulling down in order to produce the note. Same with this one. Allows me to play fast moving down, and going up, I can just hammer them on. So that will help you in order to play fast. Now there's a whole bunch of other tricks that we can get into to playing notes really quick and to play some flashy stuff. But I think I was trying to keep a lid on most of it just to not overwhelm you. So those were kind of the tricks that I was using when I was playing that improvised solo, and you can look back in the video to check out what I did. Anyways, that's it for this lesson. Hope you had fun. We'll see you in the next one.